Let's bring in Ori Goldberg now. He's an Israeli political commentator and he joins me from Tel Aviv. Mr. Goldberg, it does seem that mass forced displacement of Gazans has been spoken about many times by Israeli officials. Is this now basically becoming an open objective there, despite the international legal implications?
It's a difficult question to answer, and I think we should perhaps move ahead on two seemingly parallel tracks, but both are real. The first one, which is mainly rhetorical, but we've already seen that Israeli rhetoric can actually become flesh, is the one where everything is talked about and Israel constantly ups the ante. For Israel to talk about committing what is an overt crime against humanity under international law, international humanitarian law, is a big deal. It's a serious thing. For Israel to talk about what is, for all facts and purposes, a concentration camp, and use the verb concentrate the Palestinian population in a locked city where they will be let in, but they will not be let out. That's a big deal. It should be taken very seriously. On the other hand, even the IDF itself, the leading sources within the Israeli military, have directly said that they cannot build this city and work towards the release of the hostages, which is codename for continuing to bomb and kill Palestinians all over Gaza. The IDF lacks the resources. We're talking about a logistical enterprise that is simply immense, that is at a scope that is unprecedented for Israel and perhaps even for the Middle East or for the world, because we're not talking about various camps like the ones we saw in World War II all over Europe. We're talking about one camp that's supposed to house 1 million or 1.5 million people. That is something that Israel can't do at the moment. The Israeli economy is in tatters. The IDF is paying thousands and thousands of shekels for people to demolish Gazan structures, not to build Gazan structures. And again, I need to repeat this. The IDF itself said it was not capable of constructing the city as long as it was expected to act militarily on the Gaza Strip. So logistically, physically, on the ground, chances that Israel can construct this humanitarian city / concentration camp appear to be very low. Well, the fact that Israel is talking about this shows that Israel really is unhinged in a very significant way.
Well, let me ask you this then, because it has been suggested that the idea of this so-called concentration, this humanitarian city, this essentially a concentration zone, was really about providing some kind of illusion of false choice. So you could go to this humanitarian city or you could leave Gaza. So does it actually really matter if you can construct anything, if all of this is ultimately about pushing people out of the Gaza Strip?
No, it doesn't really matter. And there's a lot of talk in Israel about how there'll be some very, very serious scrutiny of everybody entering the humanitarian city, as though the last 2 years haven't taken place. Israel is seemingly, at least for appearance's sake, very proud of its careful strategy and of eliminating only senior Hamas operatives. But effectively speaking, Israel kills, again, an infinite number of civilians and bystanders alongside with these operatives. Officially, they are what Israel is shamefully calling collateral damage. Unofficially, they support the basic stance, which is now the spirit of everything Israel does in Gaza, and that spirit is that there are no bystanders in Gaza. There are no innocents in Gaza. Now, official Israel may deny ever saying that officially, but effectively, that's how the IDF operates in Gaza. It has long lifted all defenses accorded to civilians and bystanders under the rules of international warfare. And it is operating with the sense that anybody who steps across an imaginary line that the IDF draws is a potential combatant and should be killed. There's no reason to assume that the construction of a humanitarian city / concentration camp will be directed by any other kind of guiding principle.
Ori Goldberg there, an Israeli political commentator. Thank you for joining us, Ori. Really great to get your insights.
Thank you.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.